Good morning. It's Jungle Week, and this is story time day number 2. I'm so happy to be here with you. I'm Miss Marie, and you are with us at the library. We're here every day. Come and see us, check out books, come and get your crafts after you sign up at warren.beanstack.org. And if you've got any questions, give us a call. I'm showing you a couple of 3 of the crafts that we have. You will get packets once you register, and then you get to make these crafts. There's a giraffe, and here is a paint the spots paper doily face of a lion. I like his whiskers. And then this is a tiger mosaic. And boys and girls, can you see the little pieces of paper? All right, you have to glue the pieces of paper any which way you want to. Now, for the little ones, I have pretty much the same thing, but instead of gluing a bunch of pieces of paper, they can color the paper plate. All right, and that will be fun. They could glue the paper if they wanted to. But nonetheless, these are some things that are available for you here at the library. Come and see us. I have a great book for you today. Anybody ever heard the expression king of the beasts? Now, normally those of us who know that expression, think about the lion. Well, in this book, The Mightiest by Keiko Kaza, there's a lion, and there's an elephant, and there's a bear. Now, all 3 of these in their own area are pretty important animals. An elephant's bigger than either one of the lion or the bear, so maybe it's the mightiest. I don't think I'd want to get into an argument with either one of them, but let's find out what this is all about. The Mightiest by Keiko Katza. It's a penguin book. We're so glad that the publication people are letting us do this. Deep in the quiet woods, there was a golden crown sitting on a rock. We do not know how it got there. I don't know if somebody lost it. Maybe it was too heavy and they set it down so they could go and play. But the rock says, "For the mightiest." Now, you might not be able to see that, but there it is. The mightiest what? So one day, 3 animals discovered the crown. "Finders keepers," yelled the bear. "That's mine." "No way," said the elephant. "I saw it first." "Wait, guys," said the lion. "Something is written there on the rock. It says, 'For the mightiest.'" "Well then," says the lion, grabbing the crown, "this is obviously mine." "No, it's not," said the bear. "I'm the mightiest." "Step aside," said the elephant, "and give me my crown." On and on the animals argued, and suddenly, off in the distance, way over there, the lion saw a tiny woman walking toward them. "Listen," he whispered. "Let's settle this once and for all. Each of us try to scare that old lady, and whoever scares her the most wins the crown." "Okay, sounds fair," says the others. They agree. So they hid behind the bushes, and they waited for the tiny old woman to come near. And finally, she reached the bushes, and roar! The lion jumped up. "Oh my!" cried the tiny old woman. "You scared the daylights out of me." And then the bear jumped up. "Grrr!" "Oh my!" cried the tiny old woman. "You scared the daylights out of me." Look at her. Even the grasshopper's hiding. Then it was the elephant's turn, and he sucked in some air and went, "Boo!" "Oh my!" cried the tiny old woman. "You scared the daylights out of me." He made so much noise that it knocked the grasshopper off the leaf. He just fell over. There was no way of knowing who had scared the tiny old woman the most, because she said, "You scared the daylights out of me every time." "My roar made her jump," boasted the lion. "My grrr had her shaking in her boots," growled the bear. "My baroo blew her away," shouted the elephant. Blew away the grasshopper. They were so busy arguing, they didn't notice that they had company. Do you see that? Suddenly, an enormous giant towered over them. "Well, roar, grrr, and baroo on you," he yelled. "I happen to be the biggest, the baddest, and the mightiest giant in the world. Now give me that crown." Kind of look scared, don't they? Ruh-roh. And with the crown on his head, it looks very tiny. He really is a giant. The giant scooped up the three animals. "To prove that I'm the mightiest," he bellowed, "I think I'll drop you off a cliff." "Help! Somebody help us!" wailed the animals. But who was going to help them? I mean, we're talking a lion, a bear, and an elephant. And then a high voice screeched, "George!" The giant jumped in the air, dropped the three animals, and fell down. And there, standing in front of the biggest, the baddest, and the mightiest giant in the whole world, was none other than the tiny old woman. And she was scaring the daylights out of him. Ah. "George!" she yelled. "How many times have I told you not to pick on poor, helpless little creatures?" Lots of times, Mama," whimpered the giant. "I won't do it again. Honest, Mama, I promise." "Well, that's good," said the woman. "I'm glad to hear that." Animals couldn't believe their eyes. They snatched the crown away from the giant. He's hiding behind the giant. And they presented it to the tiny old woman. "Surely and positively," said the lion. "Without a doubt," said the bear. "This belongs to you, ma'am," said the lion. "Oh my," said the little tiny old woman. "How flattering." And they're all bowing to her, like, "Your Majesty." "But," said the woman, "I don't really need this. Let's put it back where you found it." "Put it back?" they asked her. "Yes," said the tiny old woman. "I have my little hat, and that's enough for me." George and the animals looked at her with great admiration. The mightiest didn't need a crown after all. As soon as they left, the woods became quiet again. The golden crown sat peacefully all by itself on its rock, just like before. But not for long. You think that the monkey and the raccoon, and I'm not sure, that might be a wild pig, a whole wild hog. One of them is going to decide that they're the mightiest. What you think? How about that? Isn't that a cute book? Give it a round of applause. So boys and girls, we're here. We're having a great time. Come and join us, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.